So welcome to the extras video where I'll be showing off some these new type of things that this game has, which is training mode, which is technically always there, but well, in this case here we are and showing off a late game enemy. Yeah, to unlock enemies like the symbiotes, you have to beat the game, or at least fight them at least once. Get to a level where they show up, and that's when you unlock them, basically. The game only has 4 enemy types you can mess around with in the training mode. Basically, the ones that are excluded from the training mode are New York's finest. You know those levels with the chopper chasing you? Yeah, those enemies are not in the training mode. But every other enemy, yep, all there. This mode here is basically how many enemies can you kill in a certain allotted time. As you can see here, I've killed none despite using, magnesium webbing. So don't use it. Now here's the other modes that is other training modes that there is. So even the lizard men are here. And as you can see, the game gave them some little text to, say something about them. Very brief, but effective, I guess. Otherwise, you're probably just gonna have to pause the video to actually read them out loud, because this is all just done very quickly. So what we have here is, well, an endurance challenge. Yeah, it's just a smaller version of the room you saw previously. Yeah, that's it. Combat room with lizardmen. But you can also go on the rooftops if you want, where there'll be a unique track in the game that'll play. Yeah, you basically just have 4 enemies once again, but only on this narrow platform. This can get pretty challenging at times, but it shouldn't be too much. But yeah, be careful not to fall off, because that's a good possibility of happening. And in fact, it's about to happen in a few seconds, so Also, I didn't show it off, but there's a helicopter in the background. You probably heard it, but I didn't show it there. And I don't think I'm gonna show it again with the the robbers here. And as you can tell, this is the Jade Syndicate theme that played in the bank. Only it's sped up. I don't know why, but it is. It's otherwise much of the same. So, yeah, these basically are 2 enemy types that are pretty much the same. There's pretty much no point to having more than 3, because the first 2 are just duplicates of each other. But enough of survival mode. Time for speed training, where we have to play through unique courses in the game. This one also has its own unique theme. And they're all tailored after some specific, set piece from the game. One of the early ones, really. As you can tell here, the first speed challenge is based off the first 2 levels of the game. Basically the yellow fog, these buildings. Yeah, not much else to say. Yeah, you basically just have to go through these as fast as possible. There's nothing much to say about this first one here. It just is. And as you can see here, it's this building again. Only I'm pretty sure the Neversoft, wording wasn't on it originally. As for the second speed challenge, we're from the first level of the second chapter of the game. And as you can see here, this is when they start reusing buildings, but in a different kind of manner. So, yeah, the speed challenges I find have been just a bit more challenging than the original, game's levels. Because here they'll make you actually do real tight stuff, as in you barely have enough time to web swing, or at least a smaller window of opportunity. So basically, if you jump at a wrong angle or something, unless you recover yourself, you are unlikely to get to the next building you want to go, and you'll just fall and die. Otherwise, yeah, this is pretty much the same, well, level from earlier, only with the buildings scattered around differently. And some environmental noises, apparently. I don't remember hearing those from when we did the proper level. Same there in that other, well, same environmental noise. Well, not the same one, but yeah, environmental noise nonetheless. But yeah, what you see is what you get. These are pretty much just, you know, different levels based off old appearances of the game. You won't find anything, you know, like any speed challenges based off like the newer levels of the game. Those would probably be cool, but you can't have them. And as you can see here, I deliberately wasted time here just to climb back up. If you die at all, you did not get a record. Your time will only count if you manage to get through it intact. And speaking of intact, good luck getting, you know, out of this one alive. Those little pieces of the building might explode, but they are not for show. If you are caught in the explosion, it will take out at least half your health, if not at least leave you with a quarter of it. Meaning, if you get hit by one, you cannot get hit by another. Or if you're really unlucky, you can get caught in two of them at once and die instantly, like I did in one of my earlier takes. So yeah. So as you can tell, this is one level based off of, you know, when we were being chased by the chopper. Same chapter, actually. So this is pretty much it. These are the only locales in the game. I would have liked to see more, but I guess there wasn't much time for the training mode, as there is, you know, the actual single player. And that's it for all these specifically tailored levels. The most unique levels out of the training mode, but that's it for speed training. Now for target practice. This is a weird training mode. Basically, it trains you to hit the right target, basically. When will you need this in the real game? Not ever. But yeah, you can at least see some, you know, Marvel heroes, villains. Yeah. There's no point to this training mode whatsoever, though, so it's just there. Basically, there's never a point in the game where you'll ever need to worry about which target to hit. Any will do fine, and when you play it, just don't hesitate. And this is when the game tries to unleash a whole bunch of pictures on you. And that's it. That's all there is to it. You just get to this dead end, and then there's nothing more to talk about. Nothing more to do, nothing more. Except I can get crushed by Rhino, apparently. Yeah, for some reason this mode has random villain clips strewn throughout, but enough for that in collections. One of these has a, you know, interesting thing about it. Besides the fact there are yellow Spidey tokens here. And otherwise we're back in the combat room again. With I guess this is a unique track in the game. So, enjoy it. Otherwise, yeah. There'll be tokens scattered around, you know, the ground, above. But do it fast enough and there might be a prize for you. Or you'll be like me who barely does it anyway, so, Otherwise, there's not much else to say. The combat room is basically your training room that's just used commonly. Not much else to say. Also, if you haven't noticed, I've been playing a lot more rustier than usual. I haven't played this game in at least a couple of months. Basically, this, you know, session that I was recording this, is a lot more recent than you might think. This was recorded alongside the other ones, because when I finished Spider-Man 1, I went straight to Spider-Man 2, and after that I went straight to the movie game. Yeah. And fun fact, by the time of this recording, I already recorded Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus, so this is really late. The only thing stopping me from, actually getting everything done on time was life. That's the usual excuse for everything, and I guess you should follow it too. So yeah, not much else to it. And in fact, also Spider-Man 2 bonus video is also done right around the same time, so even that is late. But I did not, slack off with the movie game though. That one actually was done well ahead of time and actually, recorded alongside the other videos. Spider-Man 1 and 2, just, I don't know why, but those were the only ones that I didn't do it. But anyway, here it is. Here's another eye collection, mode. Only this time you have the web zip. You could choose between at least 30 or 90 seconds. And if you do really good, you can unlock a costume here. The Quick Change Spidey. It's a costume that's pretty difficult to get, so I'm not doing it. I already shown off all the costumes, so yeah, don't bother. I'm not gonna bother getting any more than I need to. Anyway, that'll be it for commentary from me. The rest of the video is just gonna be either silence or Stanley narrations. Anyway, that's it for the extras of Spider-Man, and that's it for Spider-Man. See you next time for something else.
Peter Parker's alter ego, the Amazing Spider-Man. Spidey's wall-crawling and web-slinging, combined with his super strength and amazing agility, make old Webhead one of the most spectacular superheroes around. Our mild-mannered, highly intelligent, sometimes neurotic hero of the game. Peter Parker's alter ego, the Amazing Spider-Man. Spidey's wall-crawling and web-slinging. Peter Parker's alter ego, the Amazing Spider-Man. Spidey's wall-crawling and web-slinging, combined with his super strength and amazing agility, make old Webhead one of the most spectacular superheroes around.
Spider sense tingling. Golden.
Our mild-mannered, highly intelligent, sometimes neurotic hero of the game.
Whew! Better not quit my day job. Golden.
Felicia Hardy, also known as the Black Cat, is one of Spidey's few friends who knows his true identity.
Spider-Man! I'm so happy to see you! Hey, Spider-Man, come over here.
Now reformed, Dr. Otto Octavius is using his scientific knowledge for the good of humanity. One of Parker's photojournalistic rivals, Brock blames Parker for his bad reputation as a reporter. Add one alien symbiote, and you've got Venom. Not too friendly indeed. Doesn't he know that crime doesn't pay, especially with Spidey around? Old JJ is Peter's boss at the Daily Bugle. Unfortunately, one of his main goals in life is to prove that Spider-Man is a menace to the world rather than a hero.
Spider-Man? I asked for the police and I get this? Spider-Man!
One of Spidey's most powerful enemies, Scorpion's hatred for Spidey, is only overshadowed by his hatred for J. Jonah Jameson, the man he blames for getting him stuck in his armored Scorpion suit.
Butt out, Webhead.
caused by the same accident that blinded him in youth. Matt Murdock's extrasensory powers give him all the advantage he needs to fight crime in the seedy underbelly of New York, otherwise known as Hell's Kitchen. Ah, New York's finest. Or maybe this is New York's finest. Rhino's thick polymer matted suit gives him his extraordinary strength and makes him virtually impervious to physical harm as well as extremely dangerous.
I'm gonna crush you! Stop making fun of me! I am go-
Johnny Storm, the Human Torch, an essential member of the Fantastic Four and also one of Spidey's closest superhero friends. Easily one of Spider-Man's greatest foes of all time, Venom hates Spider-Man so much that he will do almost anything to ruin his life.
Now you see me, now you don't. Brains, yummy.
Leftovers from one of the lizard's sick experiments, these creatures are both powerful and vicious. Be careful, Spidey. The lizard, product of a twisted experiment gone wrong. Ah, Mary Jane, Peter Parker's lovely wife. Symbiotes. These twisted beasts are so vicious, they could only come from one place. Quentin Beck, also known as Mysterio, Master of Illusion.
You're no match for me!
Frank Castle fights the seedy side of the world as the Punisher, with a vigilante-style justice. The not-so-reformed mastermind behind this insidious plot, Doc Ock.
You will never destroy me!
A sick and twisted combination, the symbiote offspring of Venom with the serial killer mentality of Cletus Cassidy make Carnage one of the deadliest villains of them all.
What color do you bleed?
The hideously grotesque, superpowered symbiote Doc Ock.
Die! It's not over yet!
An Avenger and an icon to people everywhere, Captain America is the definition of a true hero.